First fruits, as they will call it. Right now, she's in between being Fiona and Silverine. I call her Silverine because she's in a mix of silver and like Wolverine plus Silverine. So it's three names combined in one. Silverine. Um, Look at her little markings on her hands. I love it so much. Gosh, she's so beautiful. So thus far, being a breeder has definitely been challenging. You got something to say? It's been challenging. My first litter definitely devastated me. I'm accustomed to pit bulls, and my first Boerboel litter was the biggest litter I've ever had, ever. And also the biggest stillborn rate, I guess. Yeah. I definitely encountered some real challenges with this litter. During a lot of the deliveries of the puppies, Blessing would just like stop halfway through giving birth to them and just hold them in there and then push them out later, and they would come out completely just not breathing. And I would get the mucus out, and I would massage their backs. I would, lean them forward to get as much of all of that out. I do mouth to mouth for a while, blowing in there and, pumping on their little chests and tapping them and moving them around, spanking their booties, letting their heads be down some to, let all of the everything come out. And there was no success. No success with life at all. And it was devastating. I'm a dog lover first before ever wanting to sell dogs. So it was devastating. Seeing so many puppies not make it. The most I've ever dealt with was one puppy not make it. And that wasn't even one puppy out of my litter. Like, yeah. I had one puppy in my litter almost not make it. Tootsie gave birth to her, and she just kind of left her laying there. And when I came down and I saw her, I was like, oh my God, I bust the bag, I clipped the cord, I cleaned the baby off, I used this, the little suction syringe bulb and got all the mucus out and massaged the baby and blew, breathed into the baby's mouth. And after like 30 or 40 minutes of doing that, the puppy started, attempting to breathe on her own. She like wasn't letting no sound out at first. So I kept tapping on her chest, blowing her a little bit, and then putting her, leaning her in the palm of my hand, stomach, with her stomach in the palm of my hand and her head down, and tapping on her, and then, eventually sounds start coming out. And I'm like, yes, 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 cry. Let me hear those beautiful cries. Come on, just, yeah, that. All of that right there. You want to say some more? Say, 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 my eyes are open now. And my ears are too. You gonna cry? You gonna cry? But, yeah, she came through, so she didn't even not make it. The only puppy that I've ever, not been able to save was because, I made it there too late to somebody else's house, and it wasn't even my litter. I went there, and it was like, oh, yeah, that one's just been laying there. And I'm like, oh, my God, picked the puppy up, did the same, routine. First suction the nose, then massage the baby and blowing the baby, blowing the puppy. What is it? But, yeah, that was a Chihuahua puppy. But, yeah, this litter was pretty devastating. So a lot of them came out, stillborn already. And that made me think, like, okay, maybe if I decide to still be a breeder, I'd be better off doing C-sections, But then I researched, dogs with C-sections, and their mortality rate is still high as well. So it all kind of just depends. Like, you just can never really know, It's just one of those things. I saw a vet do a C-section and took 3 puppies out, and only 1 puppy made it. And they went through the same process that I went through. Syringing. They did not blow in the puppy's mouth. They just, suctioned out the mucus and then tapped on the puppy. And they only did it for like 5 minutes and said, oh, the puppy's gone. Each puppy, I did it for at least an hour. And then sometimes she was like giving birth like right back to back. So I wouldn't even have too much time to fully spend with one puppy. But I put one puppy down, get the new puppy out and see if I could get it breathing and going. And some I was able to get on the way. And then others, came out stillborn or whatever. And I would try to process with them. Then I'd be going back and forth. Mouth to mouth, mouth to mouth, mouth to mouth, mouth to mouth. Tap, 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 tap. Mouth to mouth, tap, tap, tap. Technically CPR on puppies. After getting the mucus out. And no, there was no, they came out, white pawed, no pink in them at all, white pawed and cold pawed. So they were all the way gone. The ones that came out with pink in them, like I was able to get them going. But the second challenge was after getting them born, Blessing being a Mastiff, a bigger dog, she did not pay attention to how she was laying on them at all. But me having this being my first time, I didn't know it was going to be like that. I let her lay there with her puppies. I came upstairs. I went to sleep because I was exhausted. I was giving birth to puppies from like 4 in the afternoon to 3 in the morning. And I came upstairs, laid down, went back downstairs, and she was literally laying right on top of 3 puppies. Laying on top of them. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So I decided to not let the puppy sleep with her. They're not going to sleep with her. Just put them down to nurse and then move around. No, even that wasn't enough. Oh my God. Even taking them off of her just so she wouldn't lay on them or sleep with them, that wasn't enough. Put the puppies down for a minute, walk away for a second, and oh my goodness, she's smushing them with her paw. She's smushing them with her head, like she was laying her head on them, and they suffocated from her jaws. I was like, ah! Like, oh my God, it was just panic and freak out all over the place. I'm like, oh my God. Every time she turned, it was like death, 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 death. Oh my God, it was so devastating. I'm like, oh my God, I suck at this. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. Every single move she made, it was like a puppy was dying. She had 16 puppies. She gave birth to 16 puppies. 7 of them from birth didn't make it. It's still only 3 left. She laid on so many of them. No matter how many times and how many different ways I tried to watch her while she was nursing them and all of that, to, making sure they're not sleeping with her and all of that. No, you have to literally, in the first 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, Between the first 2.5 weeks with a Mastiff, you have to set the puppies down, lay the mom down, watch her every single second. Watch her. You cannot let her move her head. You cannot let her move her legs. You cannot let her turn on her side. You just can't let her move. She can't even sneeze wrong and not squish a puppy. The puppies were born and came out like the size of chihuahuas. Chihuahua puppies. They were in the palm of my hand. I'm like, oh God. What? How are they so small? Yeah, they came out that small. But thankfully, we've been duking it out with these 3 puppies, and they're fat, they're healthy, they're happy little go-lucky little individuals, and it's still been stressful. It's still been stressful. And obviously, since I can't leave her with the puppies, now I have to make my schedule work around her and the puppies, because I can't stay go too long. The puppies need to nurse like every 2 to 3 hours, and that's at night as well. So I got to wake up in the middle of the night to, I'm like, oh my God, I could have just had a newborn baby for this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then I got to wake up tired as ever. Put them on her titties. Lay her down. She wants to get up. She has a bad problem with laying on her breast. I'm like, Blessing, get your big butt up. Stop. Oh, oh my God. When I say she frustrates me so much. It's only 3 puppies left. And she lays on her titties. I'm like, how are they supposed to nurse, Blessing? Lay on your side. She will literally lay on her titties. It'd be like one titty out in the back. So I gotta lay her on her side. Then she wanna go balling her paws all up like she's so offended. I'm like, Blessing, if you don't relax and stop doing the most, stop playing with me, then she'll look at me like I want to get up. You're not getting up. You got babies on you. Lay your butt down and let them nurse. And she'll be like, I'm like, shut up. She's like, I'm like, whine again. Then eventually she'll just lay down. You got to put a pillow under her head for her to get comfortable. But yeah, she don't even want to lay on her side. I'm like, oh my God. If all 16 puppies had remained alive, how the heck was she gonna nurse them? She lays on 8 of her titties. Completely lay on them. You can't even get to the titties. I have to literally lay her down, hold her down, put the puppies on. And at first, the puppies didn't even know how to nurse, just like a newborn baby coming out and can't latch on a titty. Oh my God. So I'm sitting there trying to put the titty on their face. I'm like, Blessing's titties just big as I don't know what, just the biggest titties ever. And they got these teeny tiny little bird beak mouths. They mouths like this small. I'm like, how the heck am I finna get this big old nipple in this little bitty old mouth? Oh my God. So I'm sitting there squishing the nipple and trying to put it in the puppy's mouth, and they're like, I'm like, oh my God, this cannot be this serious. This cannot be this bad. What do you have something to say about this? Do you have something to say about this, Silverine? I also call her Fiona because she cute, and some people say she ugly, and then she big and fat, so I call her Fiona. But yes. Oh my gosh. I literally don't know what she or I would have done had all 16 puppies survived. That's a whole nother level of breastfeeding in shifts when she don't even want to lay down in the first place. And then she'll sit there and freak out where's my puppies? I'm like, Blessing, you're on the puppy, get off the puppy. And then she be looking like, what, who, what? Blessing, get your big butt off the puppy now. I don't even know where some of the strength came from, because she 100 and something pounds. Blessing's at least 120 or something like that. Some of the times I have to just literally just pick her butt up and toss her off, because she'll just be laying straight on top and then acting like she don't want to move. I'm like, get up! Oh my God. Man, I had to mommy her mothering. I had to mommy her mothering. That's a whole nother level of, hey, sweetie. I know my distracted self. Look at she's so cute. Hey, cutie booty. Hey, cutie booty. Hello, baby. Look at her spots. Yeah, oh. Oh, hey, your puppy. Hey, puppy. Oh, this is my little precious poop. Yes, hi. Hi, baby. Hello, baby. Oh, she's such a precious little baby. Oh, she's so... But, yeah, this was definitely a learning experience. Learning experience for me and for her. And, no lie, it did devastate me enough to where I got scared enough to where I kind of went to back out of the breeding thing. And I was like, maybe this ain't for me. Because, woo, its mortality rate was high. It was devastating. But then once I saw vets had also went through similar stuff, I was like, okay, then it wasn't me and my lack of experience. It was just something that just kind of happened, you know. So I stopped beating myself up so bad about it. And at least I did learn. I definitely did learn from it. And I don't know. Don't know if I'm fully going to go ahead and, you know, keep trying, or if I'm gonna give it up. But I'm appreciating it as I go. And here's my sweet little baby from my first litter. Yay, she's my baby. She's gonna stay with me. Yay, my sweet little baby. Love her already. Even though she be acting like she don't want nothing to do with me. But yeah, I will update some more on how it's going being a breeder. Yay! South African Boerboels. That's the Lion Mastiff.